This is the story of the children recklessly plunged into destiny by those who sought to obtain calamity itself. Welcome to Children.
Children
of
its
Side.
Hello and welcome to Half-Wits and Failed Crits. I am your game master, Jonathan Swenson, and I got with me Kylie.
It's telepathic, bitches. It's Astrid Fulstead.
Oh, and Mary.
The Star Sector's new aspiring tech genius, at least that's the idea, Nadia Kadir.
Ooh.
I put a lot of effort into that.
You should have said idea.
Idea.
That's the idea, Nadia Kadir. And Luis.
I got a hankering for 40s. Send them to me at 123 friends.
Don't give your real address out, you idiot.
Mohan, why you?
All right, well, now I hope someone finds you and stalks you and murders you.
That would be great. That's a lot of love.
Stalks, follows, murders, gives 40s.
Yep.
That's all he wants.
No 40s, just the stalking and the murdering.
And Laura.
Playing Kamala Magar, and I can't follow that, so...
Do we need to rearrange your seating, Laura?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Make Louis start going last.
Yeah. Okay, so last time we saw our glorious heroes, the Lost, get abducted, and they were abducted onto a pirate ship of a competing vessel to Havelock's crew. When they woke up, they were all locked on the cargo bay with a bunch of different cargo containers, all separating them out into their own rooms, and they had very little contact with each other other than just shouting over these boxes. Eventually, the ship hit some sort of turbulence, and I almost said Malara. That is the old show.
No.
And Astrid discovered that she had telekinetic ability. When the box went to failure, she
Telepathic.
pushed telekinetic.
Yeah, you moved a box.
You moved a box.
You didn't talk to it.
Yeah, you said your intro wrong. That's all right.
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I am all of the above.
There you go. Biopsionic, telepathic, and telekinetic. Telekinetic is the one that you found out last game. Anyways, when you moved the box, it ended up still falling and breaking, and inside were a bunch of burner compads, one of which you threw over to Kamala, who would spend pretty much the entire rest of the game trying to figure out how to hack anything.
Doing nothing.
While that was happening, doing even more than nothing, was Mohan, who tried to escape his handcuffs and just got his feet caught above his hands. So he was just ass out the whole time.
The whole game.
The whole game. And then eventually another person comes into the cargo hold and they try to escape. Astrid gets Kamala to unlock one of the handcuffs, and she gets up to go, but the elderly Ketling woman was a lot more prepared than you thought and immediately pulled a gun on Astrid.
Too smart.
Yeah, Astrid gets guns pulled on her a lot.
I'm not great.
It's true, yeah.
at this
It's happened
game.
like a few times now already.
Yeah.
At least twice.
Once she was trying to be helpful, the second
Yeah.
time she was trying to escape. Eventually, she ends up pulling you out of the cargo hold and showing you around the ship while talking to you about what's going on, leaving everybody else still handcuffed to the wall. And eventually you find out that Havelock is not in detainment like everybody else because this is part of the same branch of pirates that he is from, albeit not his crew. You get walked into the bridge where you see a bunch of people discussing what to do with you all, and you overhear that they don't deal in children. What the heck do they do? This was their job, and that they're calling someone who is above them to come and visit the ship. When you guys go back and get everybody unhandcuffed and sit with Havelock and discuss a lot about the different ship. Eventually, there is a alarm about a ship docking, and out steps someone named the Scavenger, who is a cluster captain of the fleet that you come to know as the Alarazak Galactic Flotilla. And that's where we are now. So, it's been a day since Captain Earl Scavenger Otteray arrived on the AGF Condor Sage and has been in the bridge with Captain Takahashi and First Mate Kinjo ever since. Kinjo being the older Bikaku woman with the black and yellow fur and the short wings that you met last time. During that time, Havelock has gotten you all acquainted with the rest of the crew. There's Navigator Dinesh Banijir, a Sudeg male with primarily hemlock-colored bark, black feathers, white skin with red accents. There's Shipwright Folasade Wakolo, an Awenemo female with umber-brown skin and cornrows in a swirling pattern ending at the short nape of her neck where there are braids that reach just below her shoulders. Gunner Elena Nystrom, who is a stocky Ketling female with small sideways horns, reddish-brown fur, and a small tail. Dr. Nicolina Pallas, a Tarogian female with dark purple feathers and orange tips with large green eyes, who is the being that Astrid saw speaking with the captain yesterday that was in a wheelchair. And lastly, the cook, Mubrak Malik, a young Mahalian male with an abundance of dermal circuitry leading from most of his primary facial features and gathering around his cybernetic ears. When Havelock introduced you all to Gunner Nystrom, John took immediate interest and the two walked off to the gunnery, and he hasn't been back since. There are also a few other beings on the crew that keep the different departments staffed. Gunnery Nystrom has a Tiari and a Noloyan working for them. Shipwright Wakolo is joined by a Wersine and a Ketling in engineering. Navigator Banirji manages a Bikaku. Dr. Phallus... Dr. Palace.
Dr. Phallus. That's it. No, he's
no,
going to be
there's no taking that back now.
My scene is going to be with Dr. Phallus.
You have fucked up, my
I
dude.
have fucked up so bad. Dr. P has a Mahalian...
Dr. P, that's even worse.
Christ. What was her first name? Nicolina? Yeah, there we go. Dr. Nicolina has a Mahalian understudy. And Awenemo takes up the role of communications while First Mate Kinjo is busy. And lastly, a Sude serves multiple roles relating to the upkeep of quarters under Dr. Cook Malik. Why did I say doctor? Under Cook Malik. I'm just hung up on the phallus.
Dr. Cook?
Dr. Cook, sir. There are 16 beings part of the crew, plus the 5 of you and Havelock, plus Cluster Captain Scavenger. Space is starting to get tight on this patrol boat, so they set up cots for you all in the cargo. No handcuffs this time. In the morning, you catch First Mate Kinjo at breakfast in the mess hall, and she tells you that they'll probably have some questions for you all around lunch if you would like to continue to hang out. So now you are all back in the cargo. What do you do for the next few hours?
So we already ate breakfast. We're just chilling in the cargo.
Yep, you got some cots. There's the cargo place. It's been reorganized to not be like little cells.
Okay. Kamala, did you find any, were you able to find out if we could hack those little compads? Did you do anything with those?
The old broken ones?
Yeah.
No, I never hacked them. I rolled really badly.
They were burner phones.
You tried.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering that we're in the cargo bay, why don't we just, loot up?
I don't think that's the greatest idea, Mohan.
Who are you? What the...
You probably shouldn't be stealing.
Who's that? I thought we were alone.
Havelock.
You dumbass.
Havelock's not our crew member anymore. He's part of this ship. Why would he be with us?
Havelock's not part of this crew at all. He's part of a different branch.
Competing.
He was part of the dependability branch. These people are part of ingenuity.
Havelock just speaking behind me. I had no idea. Jesus Christ. Okay, well then, we won't steal. I wink. I realize this is not a visual podcast.
No. Can you imagine how upsetting it would be if there was a little mini camera here just watching you the whole time?
Just my forehead.
I want to practice my telepathic contact with someone. Anybody volunteer? All right.
No.
I'll practice with Mohan then.
I do. Since I can't steal.
So telepathic contact, at least the level that you have right now, lets you see basic shapes and stuff like that, or images. What does it do?
I get a single word or an image of an or an emotional feeling, emotional read, and then at the level that I'm at, I can also understand all languages. So if it's a language that my mouth could physically make, I can understand it and reply. But to get to a point where I don't have to use effort every time I do it, I have to practice. I have to establish a long-standing connection. So I have to practice. And at one point in time, we established that I would have to practice like 5 times with each person to establish that.
Yeah, to establish a permanent contact.
So I'm practicing.
So you have to guess what I'm thinking?
Well, I don't want to guess what you're thinking.
Are you going to guess what I'm thinking? Okay.
Nope.
Mohan's thinking something. What is it?
I'm thinking something. It's
Something horribly inappropriate.
No, it's spicy.
You guys can play 20 questions to figure out what.
No.
If it's.
I'm gonna give you 3 hints, Kylie. I'm gonna 3 hints.
This is
Ready?
literally the worst podcast ever.
It's gonna be super meat spicy. Super meat spicy. Gotta have it. If I'm gonna eat the super meat, I gotta have it. Come on, Kylie. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think. Oh, I know what it is. I'm
every
just
time.
intentionally not replying.
You're
All
not
right,
going to get
then
the
you don't
points
get your
for
point
it.
for it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
This is role playing, Kylie.
Franks, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking
I
of.
hate you.
Wow, she did it so fast too.
Yep, incredible. I also got psychic points for that.
No.
No.
All right, so you have 1 practice with Mohan.
I have one with Kamala and one with Mohan. You're next.
It has to be willing. You can't unwillingly do it. Not yet.
I'm going to make them harder. It's going to be harder as it goes on. But I won't think of like dicks and stuff. I mean, I will, but I won't.
He'll actively try and refrain from thinking about dicks.
And therefore will only think about dicks.
Right. It's like,
Okay, so Kylie, practice. So who wants to do something next? I can reread the names of the people that I had you meet as well.
You mean the long list of 20 different names?
Yeah.
I just want to know who's the tech one. Is it the doctor or did I miss one?
No, that is the That is the shipwright. Shipwright Wakolo.
well, if he's shipwright, I don't want to be ship wrong.
When we met this person, what are the responsibilities of the shipwright?
They maintain the ship. They add mods to it. They repair things that break.
Okay, I want to go to see them.
Okay, cool. So this is for reference. This is shipwright Folasade Wakolo. She is an Owenemo female.
What's an Owenemo again?
Owenemo are the most human of our species. When I was, trying to use a list of random NPC names, one of the things that it gives in the Stars Without Number book is a table of random Nigerian names. So the Owenemo are based off of just African people.
Okay, I want to go visit them and see if they'll take me on as a little apprentice or something. Or if they'll just show me around the lab because I'm interested in it.
So they'll definitely show you around the lab. I want to refrain maybe from really anchoring ourselves to this crew right away because you guys are going to be your own crew. But they can show you around and show you what a shipwright does. That'll effectively be your role in the crew when you guys get your own ship.
I'm gonna knock on the door, and then I'll go in. Excuse me, shipwright Wakolo?
You're just going to go in without knocking.
I'm just gonna peek my head in. Knock, open the door, peek my head in.
Okay, you just hear a yell from kind of far away, just, who is it?
It's Nadia. I was hoping to talk to you about your lab and stuff.
My hands are full, come in.
Can I help? And I come in and I close the door and then I try to find this mysterious voice or origin.
So you open the door to the engineering wing, and as you do, it opens up and it immediately transitions to these metal grates, and you see that you're on scaffolding above a bunch of different engines and stuff like that, and far down you see a large contraption that doesn't look like any engine that or maybe you've seen some in your magazines, but this is a spike drive, and she's down by the spike drive, and she's showing a Niloyan, a Weircene, and a Ketling, all some of them are handing her tools. Another one is just kind of watching what she's doing, and she's underneath it, or inside part of the spike drive right now.
Okay, so I'm looking at this from above, so I try to look around and find some stairs.
Yep, there's stairs. You can definitely walk down them.
So I go down the stairs, and then I'm walking up to them, and I think this is maybe a spike drive, but I don't know. And I'm going to ask, so is this a spike drive?
Yep, this is ours. It's, nothing fancy, but it gets us to and fro.
How does it work again? I think I've only seen like a picture of this in a magazine, and it really wasn't informative.
Well, get over next to this guy here and bend over and look.
I bend over and look.
Ooh, they push you in. Just kidding. Bye, Nadia.
And you see that there's like this core of this like material that has like a lot of different machinations like attaching to it, and you can see that there's a bunch of wires coming off of this core material. It's pretty large. It's probably like the size of like a yoga ball. And like a big yoga ball, and she's underneath trying to like reconnect some wires that you see. They're not like sparking. It's not like it's damaged, but it's almost like she's programming where everything's connecting.
So, what are you doing to it?
Well, I'm setting up our next spike drill. We're going to be taking off soon once they figure out what to do with you all. So, just got to get this thing ready for functioning. These things can break down pretty easily if they're not prepared right.
Well, how do you prepare it? I assume I'm going to have to work on these at some point, and I don't really know anything about them.
Okay.
Is there like a manual or a book?
Oh, yeah. You'll definitely get one of those. Whenever you buy a ship, they come with a description of all the required positions just to function the ship. There'll be some instructions, but I mean, you're going to have to learn a lot on the fly of how to do these spike drills.
All right. Well, I guess if you had one piece of advice, what should I take?
I think you just got to learn by doing. Like, grab a junker and just fiddle around with it if you can.
A junker?
Yeah, like a real bad ship that you can buy for cheap.
Ah.
Because you're going to probably blow up at least one.
What?
Yeah, these things are very, very volatile.
All right. Well, do you have time to show me around at all?
Sure. I've only got a few more minutes of prep here, and then I'm going to let these numbskulls take over.
All right, I'll just go walk around.
Okay.
Or I'll go look at this thing over here, and I go to the shelves and I pick up some weird tool.
Okay. You're just flipping around with a tool, and eventually you hear her slide out from under the machine and tells the others to get to it. She's kind of like playfully scolding them. Like, why did I even have to get this far for you? But you can definitely tell that they're all a little bit inexperienced or just kind of not super thrilled about being part of the engineering department. Like, these are just grunts. Like, some of them aren't necessarily people who wanted to be in engineering. They just needed a job and took it.
Yeah, being an engineer sucks.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you base them all off of you?
Yeah. No. All right. So what do you need?
Well, first thing, I was going to ask if you had any extra meta tools because I lost mine and I'm...
Oh, yeah. They're like a dime a dozen. Here, take this.
Perfect. Cool, thanks. I was really sad when I lost mine.
Where'd you lose it?
I don't know. It apparently floated out of my pocket. Don't ask questions.
And we just picked you up from Fornhagi?
Yeah.
That was a Smigaskrick.
Yeah. Oh, a smag.
Yeah, they're these little weird multi-armed monkey things that can turn themselves invisible, and they just roam different parts of Fornhagi, so...
Well, they took my very favorite meta tool, and I'm pissed.
You should ask how we can get one as a pet. That could come in very handy.
I have a feeling that Astrid would want to know if we could have these pets.
I mean, they are pretty illegal, but we're pirates, so
matter.
Who cares?
Yeah, baby. I'm going to get me a pet.
So what have you been working on, on the side? Do you have any side projects, any new projects besides taking care of the ship, or is that just totally consuming every minute of every day?
That kind of consumes every minute of every day, at least when we're out, and we've been out for quite a few years, so everything's getting pretty worn down here on this ship. We have not been into port for a while.
So would you recommend going into port more often? I'm trying to learn from your expertise.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely go back after every job and try not to, or at least find a different port to go in. It's just tough because you're going to have to find ones that are friendly with pirates, so...
What's your favorite port?
Oh, back at the flotilla. I would absolutely much rather go there. I do believe at some point during Havelock's explanation last game, I mentioned that they are all part of the Al-Razak Galactic Flotilla.
Could you say those letters again?
The Al-Razak Galactic Flotilla.
Okay.
Or The AGF,
The
as I
AGF.
have lovingly referred to it.
Agf.
That's
The
better.
Agf.
AGF.
Yep. And like just from being on the ship and everything, you see like signs every once in a while that say AGF Sage Condor. That's the name of this ship.
Did you name the ship?
Well, actually, this one was inherited. I bought it from somebody before we all set off for this. I knew it was going to take a beating, so
Yeah, and we all know renaming ships is bad luck. So
yeah.
Is
So I yes, it is.
yeah, in
Said-
real life.
she says out to space. So yeah, I got this one from a junkyard.
Well, it looks awesome. I know you said that you haven't been to port in a while, so you're still like, so it's a little rundown, but it looks really good. What was the first thing that you worked on, or I guess what do you think is the most important thing for me to work on my ship?
I mean, the engines are very important. You need those before you need to worry about the spike drive, because you can get around within a solar system without a spike drive, but as soon as you want to leave a stellar system, you need a spike drive to fly. So I would focus on being able to go places near you before you focus on a big spike drill, and that'll give you practice too.
Okay. I was reading about some new motor designs in my StarTech Weekly the other day.
Oh, I read that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, whenever I can steal them.
Yeah. Well, I bought mine.
We don't really have the option to buy when we live on a roaming, floating, just non-associated pirate fleet.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. So whenever we end up going out on a mission, we end up grabbing them.
Do you also read Motion Chronicle?
No, I deal too much in space tech, so I'm not paying attention too much land tech. I'm not out here repairing tanks or anything like that.
Oh. Well, they had motorcycles in there, and I just learned how to ride motorcycles, so now I kind of want a motorcycle.
Oh, that's neat. Not much room for motorcycling on the flotilla, but dude, I can't imagine that some people don't have that as a hobby.
I will.
Okay.
New addition to the flotilla circle.
A space motorcycle.
Fucking, like
Motorcycle track.
ring. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I should go try to find my crew. Can we stay in touch though, so that I can ask you questions? I'm a little intimidated by being, responsible for this giant ship.
Have you ever owned any kind of ship? I know you're young,
No.
but this is the first time that you've really been on a ship?
Yes.
Mm.
We were living underground and thought we were living above ground.
Yeah.
Says the disembodied voice of Astrid.
But I
Yes.
got big dreams.
I can tell. Always good to have dreams. I mean, that's why half of us are out here, right? We had dreams and the world was too oppressive, so we made our own place.
Yeah. I'm emotional now. My character is a little teary-eyed. Like,
She just kind of writes herself and is like, "Oh, all right, I'm very busy. I'm gonna go work on stuff. Good luck with your friends."
okay, bye. I'll call you.
Oh, okay.
So, not an emotional anchor for you. That's what that sounds like.
You kind of notice, like, as you're talking to her, she holds herself in, like, fairly high status. She's kind of disconnected. She, likes her work, and she values herself very highly, but probably isn't the greatest at communicating with others, especially since you heard her, kind of reprimanding or, jabbing the others as they were trying to learn.
Okay. I just, kind of scrub my eyes a little bit and then leave.
There you go. Who else wants to do something?
I'd love to go find that older Sude. I think you mentioned a Sude in the description, but I'm not sure if it was the janitor that I talked to.
Yes. There's a Sude that is a janitor. He's the one who works under the cook, just doing with the stuff with the quarters. He's not necessarily a janitor. He sometimes does cooking prep. He does dish cleaning. He's just kind of like a service hands person. Navigator Benirji is the other Sude. So he's a navigator. If you're specifically looking to talk to a Sude, that's a good choice to go to. If you're looking to talk to someone who would be like your role on the ship, that's not the person to go to.
No, I want to go see the navigator.
Okay.
So, yeah, Kamala just kind of wanders around and then sees kind of the feathers poking out, probably from the chair, and then goes over and asks, "Excuse me."
Hi, yes.
You are Sude as well?
Yes, I am.
She's kind of silent because she doesn't really know how to interact with older Sude, so she doesn't want to be impolite by accident.
I am a pirate. Speak freely, woman.
I like your feathers.
Thank you. Yours are growing in nicely.
Thank you. Yeah, when they all fell off at once, that was weird.
All at once.
Yeah, I hit puberty recently.
Congratulations. I was wondering why you were regrowing so many feathers at once.
Is that weird?
A little, but everyone's different.
Huh. They used to be green, but I think they're coming in white now.
Mine had a little bit of change as well, but that seems drastic.
Huh.
Do not worry. I bet it is fairly common. I have not seen other Sude in a while, so... and when I was growing up, I didn't grow up with a lot of Sude either, so I don't have the biggest sample size to work with.
That makes sense. My other friends were alarmed by my eye color changing as well.
Your eye color also changed?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Is that not normal? I thought it was.
I had once heard of someone having their eye colors shift a little bit. Did it shift in tone?
They used to be green,
Oh,
but now they are red.
Jesus.
these are
You fucking look like a demon.
these are drastically different.
Oh.
You are very interesting.
Maybe I will not tell my friends.
No, always tell. It is interesting. Interesting things are good.
Well, it was nice to meet you. Do you know where I could speak to someone who works with electronics or the ship?
There is the communications department.
Yes. Who
Right.
does that?
Right now, First Mate Kinjo is busy in a meeting. She is normally the communications person. There is, however, one other person. There is an Owenamo currently manning communications for her.
Cool. And then I just ask for directions and...
He just turns around and points, and there's another dock like kind of similar to his in this area that is like they're all part of the same room. The only part of this bridge that is like sectioned off is the there's like a private like meeting room for like whenever the captain needs to bring someone in there. So right now the captain, the first mate, and Scavenger are all in that meeting room discussing, but otherwise this is the whole bridge of the ship.
Cool. Oh, can I also cross off one of my goals to find an older Sude?
Yeah, and he explained some stuff to you, so at least you have confirmation that it's maybe a little bit more drastic than you assumed, but he doesn't seem to find it all that weird.
Right.
Or you've literally become a ghost.
Ooh.
She just dancing
You're
over
such
there.
a freak.
Ooh. Ghosty. Okay,
I'm concerned.
So yeah, Kamala heads over to the other side, and she just kind of listens because people are important. She doesn't want to interrupt anything because people are doing their own thing. So I feel like I'd want to talk to that, not Kinjo, the other person.
Yeah, so Kinjo is currently first mate
meeting.
Kinjo is in the meeting.
Right.
And there is one other there is someone else who's filling in for her right now. Or
Yeah.
well, they're actually always part of the comms crew, but they're not normally the lead. Right now they're leading.
Right.
And you walk over to them, and they don't seem to be doing all too much, but you can see that they're like typing and like looking down at something, and you can't see the screen yet, but they're just working.
I have a quick question, if you don't mind.
They jolt back quickly, and you see a screen minimize, and give me a notice roll.
Ooh.
They were playing fucking Minesweeper on the computer instead of working.
That is a 6.
You can reroll once per scene.
Thank you, narrator.
And then a voice from the heavens came down and said, "Roll worse."
That's an 8, so that's better.
Oh, that's an 8?
Yeah,
okay.
5,
Oh, okay.
7 plus
It,
Oh,
it
I
looked
see
like
the
a
5.
3 from here.
No, see, I thought it was like a single dot, and I was like, "Wow."
Okay, 8. You barely catch what they're doing, but it looks like they were playing a rhythm game on the computer instead of doing any sort of work.
Oh, what game is that?
I wasn't playing a game. Wink. I was doing some preventative maintenance on our on our systems to make sure that we don't have any cybersecurity threats. Wink.
Oh, those are my favorite maintenance periods.
And you see him open.
Okay.
You see him open a window and type in the name of the game. What does he type in? You make up a name for the game.
Spacecraft.
Spacecraft.
Jesus.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Kamala immediately starts to download it on her thing.
There you go.
And thanks him politely and is like, I will not keep you from your duties, but we should play co-op sometime.
He's like, here is my formal contact information, and I'll see you on the leaderboard.
Gamers. Okay.
Fucking nerds.
Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
Louis, Mohan, or Astrid, do you have something you want to do? I know, Astrid, you already did your like little training thing, but I'll let you have a full scene.
Okay.
Unless you don't want it. We don't have to.
Do you want to? I have a scene that I want to do, but yeah. Havelock.
Yeah?
Listen, man. I don't know who on my crew can pilot. This is a question to everybody. Who on our crew can pilot?
Me?
You're the pilot?
Yeah.
Okay. Havelock.
They can all be in the room if you want them to be, or you can have it just as your own single scene.
I left to come back somewhere, so
Yeah.
I'm on the bridge.
Havelock, I need to know more about what do you do? What do you do on your ship? What is your role there, sir?
He's a stellar crew member.
Yeah,
That's really good. He's such a good crew member.
Stellar. Yeah, I'm normally just part of the. I'm normally just a hand. Like I deal with the crew quarters and stuff on my ship, and they needed just to scattershot a bunch of people down there and see who could get in to you guys. So they didn't want to get rid of anyone too important on the crew. So here I am.
Well, I don't know, Havelock. I mean, it sounds like if you're maintaining the personnel, it sounds like a pretty important job.
That's true. Yeah, I used to. I mean, there's a bunch of different things that like quartermaster crewman type people can do. Like the people who leads the quartermasters is always the chef or the cook, and then they kind of disseminate stuff down to us. So some of us, end up doing like dishwashing, or we end up, serving food. Some of us like go and make sure that the barracks are all fine and that no one's having any. I guess we do quite a lot of things.
Okay, but so whereas you're in charge of handling the day-to-day of the ship, you said you get your orders from the quartermaster, the chef?
Yeah.
Then who? So then the pilot, or I'm sorry, not the pilot, the captain is the one who passes that information down to the quartermaster, or do they just kind of leave that responsibility up to them?
Yeah, the captain is in charge of essentially every department, so they make sure that all of the department heads have what they need and can function, and obviously the captain comes around and does like some morale stuff and all that jazz, but normally the captain disseminates orders to all the heads, and the heads disseminate orders to the crew.
Okay. But how does the captain really function on a day-to-day? Are they just making the decisions and then everyone rolls with it?
Yeah.
Sort of a deal?
Yep. Some more organized crews have, different levels of management underneath them, and they'll have all that middle management group. They'll deal with like specific parts of the job, and then they'll report to the different department heads, and the department heads will go up to the captain, and the captain will take all that information and determine what the next move is. Some crews, not really gonna try and. It's not like a worse thing or a better thing, but like Scavenger and like this crew right here, they're impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Scavenger really takes all that much information from his crew. It's what's the best opportunity, and he directs from there.
Gotcha. So it's more, so this crew is kind of dealing more like whatever the captain says is what goes, whereas let's say your crew is doing more of a the captain gets a feedback from the crew, and then they make the end-all, be-all decision.
Yeah. That's more of how it works on my ships.
Oh. And is that how all the different ships work, or are they all different?
All different, baby.
Why? What would you call your ship?
Moderately organized.
But would you say you're dependable or reckless or...
What are you fishing for? I think I already told you I was part of the dependability branch. I think we explained this a little bit.
That's right. That's what I was confirming.
Yes, I guess you could consider our way of doing things dependable.
Okay. What's the name of your ship?
My ship is the AGS Fearless Camel.
What the fuck?
The Fearless Camel, huh?
Yep.
Nice. That sounds dependable.
Yep.
All right. I mean, Havelock, the thing is, right, is that we're lost. We're lost as hell, and we're trying to figure out our way. And you know what? I want to help the crew, and I want to get us somewhere. I want to get us doing our own thing. Do you think there's how do you think we should go about that? Do we take a job under one of these different crews on whatever aligns with us, or what? How do we get a ship?
You're gonna need some money or the willingness to be put into a lot of debt to someone.
Well, what's that to a pirate? That ain't nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in how you see it, but someone's gonna come collecting that debt if you aren't intending on paying it.
But what's collectors to a gun, Havelock?
The collectors have guns, Mohan.
I have guns too.
No, you don't. You have knives.
One day I will have guns, Havelock. Well, this sounds like something I think maybe the crew, all of us, should discuss. And then in walks everybody. Wow. Incredible.
How convenient. What good timing.
Wow.
Hold on. Does Astrid want to do anything?
Because
I feel like you're leading to what I want to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to... Was Dr. Phallus a medical doctor?
Palace.
Nope.
Phallus.
It's Phallus now.
No.
Were they like a medical doctor?
Yes.
I want to go talk to them.
Yes, they specialize in
Hate
cock
you.
and balls.
I've always hated you.
The cock and ball doctor.
Why do
Hey,
we always
who's
have
that?
doctors that turn into that?
Dr. P, Dr.
Doctor,
We can't say their name anymore.
We still never figured that out.
Yes, I did.
Oh, really?
I can bring it up so you guys can attempt to remember.
Nope.
It will never be anything other than Doctor to us.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not registered.
Dr. Manife.
Yeah.
Wrong. I've never heard that name before, ever.
Dr. Manife is what it was.
Liar.
Lies.
Nope. You can go back and listen.
I want to go talk to Dr. Palace.
There you go. Dr. Palace. Now she'll let you in. She is, just as a reminder, she has dark purple feathers with orange tips and large green eyes.
Oh, is she a...
She's a Tarogian. They don't fart. They're birds.
Birds don't fart?
Birds don't fart.
In real life?
Yeah.
But
How-
birds aren't real.
Yeah, birds also aren't real.
They're
That's
fake.
why they don't
They're
fart.
completely fake. All of those
No,
birds
really.
you see flying around in the outside, all just
Drones.
They're
digital
government drones.
projections.
They're drones.
But no, for real, birds don't fart?
Yeah, birds don't fart.
I feel like this is a lie.
They
I'm being
poop.
gullible.
I mean, chickens can't burp, so
Yeah, birds don't fart.
Birds don't fart.
I'm going to look this up.
There's
I'm
a
gonna call
reason
y'all.
that like when people have like ducks and stuff as pets a lot of the time, but they put diapers on them because we're gonna get in some gross territory now, but they don't have sphincter control.
Yeah, they just...
So when they go to the bathroom, they just go.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing stopping it from coming out.
They just got a cloaca, and that does everything.
Yep. But no sphincter.
They poop and pee out of the same hole.
Mary's face.
Birds are cool.
Mary's now Googling birds and is very concerned.
According to BBC Science Focus magazine, technically true. There has been no evidence that birds fart, although there are a few theories about it of how they release gas. I can't read this anymore.
No.
The next sentence
Please
is
do.
birds do have an anus.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
because
but they-
everything comes out of one hole.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't have like a
Yeah.
sphincter. They
Yeah.
don't have like that
Yeah.
muscle that.
It's just...
I believe you know.
Yeah.
I believe you know.
There's no need for the government to make two holes. They just
Yeah,
want to
it's
make
just too
one
much
hole.
work.
Yeah, just
Why bother?
one exhaust hole. That's it.
All right, so Astrid goes to what I'm assuming door is marked like medical bay or whatever.
Oh, yeah, there's like signs all around here.
It just like wanders in.
All right. You see that she is just reading some books with... There is a Mahalian understudy with her. She's probably reading stuff to grade him on.
I'm having a hard time dealing with the calling them understudies, because all I can think of is that they're like the understudy in the back wing of the theater, just hoping the lead breaks a leg so that they can go on.
Or the resident, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's a resident that is studying some things because they're not on a mission where medical's needed unless someone gets sick.
Cool. So Astrid approaches and says, "Hi, are you the doctor?"
Hey, I am. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What do you need? Are you sick? Do you need help?
Oh, wow. No, but
Do you have a runny nose? Do you have a fever?
No.
Let me check your temperature.
Needs more cowbell.
No, I'm good. I actually had a couple of questions I wanted to ask.
Oh, hold on. There's an interesting bump in your fur right there. Let me just...
Oh, God, what is it?
Oh, it's just matted.
Oh, well, yeah, that happens. There's some dense under fur that kind of mixes with the over fur, and then I just get knots. So.
Okay, nothing medical.
Sorry.
What do you need?
I wanted to ask you some questions about what being a medical officer on a starship is like.
With these guys, it could be anything.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, if that's what you like.
This might be a personal question, but what methods of healing do you use?
The medical kind.
Oh. And Astrid just...
What other
Astrid
kinds
kind of looks a little sad.
What were you expecting?
Well, I don't know, but I can touch someone and heal them, and...
That is a very rudimentary way of describing what I do, too.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, there's some more tools involved and stuff like that, but, I do base, touch, and heal, so...
I was wondering if you could give me any helpful hints on, how to progress my learning for healing.
Books. Can't stop studying.
Is there a library anywhere around here?
Maybe on planet, but
No.
not really in this... I mean, I've got some books in this ship. I'm having him study.
Any chance I could borrow one while we're here?
Yeah, you can come here and look at them, but I don't like them leaving because I have limited books on the ship that I might need.
Okay. All right.
What are you looking to learn?
I want to see if they have any information on how to essentially get to the when I would learn metamorph. So just kind of some background information on using it and that kind of thing.
She goes a little wide-eyed when you ask her that, and she goes, "Oh, you meant literally touch them and that heals."
Oh, you didn't?
No. I know that Terogians tend to be from the place that has the psychic academies, but I'm not a scion.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a psychic academy. Where's that?
There is a psychic academy. So there's a psychic academy at A11-01-34 on sector maps. It's called Efidazaki.
Oh, maybe someday we could stop there.
It's really far north in the sector, but I mean, you can do whatever you want. We can't take you there, but whatever you guys want to do later, maybe you'll get a chance to go.
I guess then, do you have any books on, or do you know anyone on ship who might be able to help me strengthen my psychic abilities?
Well, now someone on the ship is psychic because I rolled a nat 20, so.
Heyo.
It's me.
It's you!
Whoa!
Plot twist. Okay, the person in navigation who is not the leader has some psychic ability.
Okay, then I want to talk to them.
Okay,
Bye, Dr. Phallis.
What?
Palace.
It's
Dr.
Palace.
Palace. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Please just call me Nicolina.
Never.
Oh, no.
That was out of character, Jonathan.
Oh, no. So you leave to go talk to the Bikaku in navigation,
Yeah.
and what do you do?
I wander in, see if they're busy.
They are not, because the
Great.
navigation person is actively doing their thing. They're just kind of they're assisting, but not. You guys are like floating in orbit. There's not much that you need to do.
Okay. I walk over and I say, "Hi there. The doctor told me that you have some psychic abilities."
Yeah.
I do too.
Okay.
I haven't really encountered very many other psychics, so I was wondering if you have any like tips for working on that.
What do you have?
A little bit of the biopsionics, so I can like heal. A little bit of telepathy, and a little bit of telekinesis. I hovered some boxes the other day. It was so cool.
Wow. I don't know if I've met anyone that has more than one focus.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? That's cool as hell, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to be weird.
We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to jump in quick to invite you all to join our Discord community. If you want to hang out with us and other fans, go to bit.ly/failedcrits. That's bit.ly/failedcrits, all lowercase. You can also find the normal discord.gg link in all of our show notes. Looking forward to seeing some of you there. And now, back to the show.
Well, I mean, I would think that that's a good kind of weird, having more access to stuff. I mean, I've just got metapsionics. I can do.
So one of the only things I don't have.
Yeah, he's like, I can do this, and he like takes and like pulls up his arm and essentially does like the psychic version of like just flexing really hard. But he's like he's a bikaku, so he has a lot of he has like a chitinous hide.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that when he does that, it just like it gets, the hide gets thicker, and it kind of it has like a different kind of sheen to it. And then you can also see that he when he like does that, and then he goes, and watch this, and then he flexes like real hard, and like some spikes come out.
Woo!
And he's like, that's what I can do.
That's really cool.
So how to practice?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just kind of used it a lot.
Okay, well, all right. Is there anything like around us that's under 45 pounds and is not nailed to the floor?
Sure. What do you want it to be?
I don't know. Is there like a rolly chair or something like that? Like a little like
That seems real dangerous in space to have.
True. That's a good point. You are right. How about there's like a book next to the captain's chair or something like that?
Sure.
And I like look at it and I squint a little bit and I like think real hard and it just floats over to me. And I grab
roll
it and I go,
for it.
woo! Damn it.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Yeah, I forgot. That's a 12.
Okay, you totally lift that book up. You bring it over to yourself a little bit quicker than you were expecting to, and you start flipping through the pages, and he goes, whoa, put down the captain's log. Whoa, don't let him see that you did that. My God.
Oh, oops. Okay.
Put
And
it back.
Read
I
it, read
send
it,
back.
read it,
I
read
send
it.
it back.
What'd you get? What'd you get from it? What'd you
Did
read
I
from
see
it?
anything while I was
Roll a
looking?
notice.
Say it. Ah, damn it. You could have just roleplayed that you saw something.
That is also
Oh
a
my
12.
God.
Hell yeah, Kylie.
Woo! What do I see with my all-knowing eyes?
You tell us, Kylie.
You see that they have a mission right after yours, and it is to go to a planet and get some of a
Get some.
flower. It's something that they're going to be trading, and he just like in the journal, it's just like some sort of code for logging whatever the mission is, and it says, let me pull that up. It is to pick up a Benlila flower, and he doesn't really elaborate. It just says gather Benlila flower for the AGF. It's just a flower that's worth a lot of money.
Okay, I send the book back, and then I look at him and go, I hope you like picking flowers. And I walk away.
What? What? What?
I'm out. I'm gone. Toodaloo.
Yeah, as you're leaving, you like quickly like peek over, or actually, do you use like your like telepathy? Just to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
actually,
I
no, 'cause
wanna-
you have to practice with someone before you can contact, right? Or no, you can read general emotional states.
Yes, I can get like a general emotional state as long as a person isn't like actively hostile.
Yeah, they're not actively hostile. And their general emotional state now is anxiety with a little bit of curiosity.
Bye.
They're like, why am I picking flowers? I'm supposed to stay on the ship. I'm in navigation.
All right, so I go back to wherever we all were.
Luis, or Mohan, you can gather everybody back.
Giddy up, cow pokes. Get over here.
Hello.
And now they're all here. Yeah. Hi.
Well, I am a red panda.
Kamala.
I have nothing to do with cows or pokes.
I don't even know. What? I have bamboo.
Ooh,
And it's
it's a
red.
nice snack.
Do red pandas eat bamboo?
I don't fucking know.
You're like the. You love them.
I
You're supposed to
know.
know everything about them.
Oddly enough, I don't actually know what they eat.
I honestly pictured you as like the kid that had like every National Geographic about one specific animal and just
No,
knows
I actually have
everything.
never had any National Geographic.
They're really cool. I had a lot.
I
They are
always
fun.
wanted those like
Or Ranger Rick.
Yeah.
That's like the kids' version.
yeah.
Okay, everyone's here?
Yeah, what do you want?
You know what? That's a good question. Okay. Because I have no idea.
They do eat bamboo.
Are they actually pandas?
No,
They're raccoons.
they are more closely related to raccoons, yes, than like the giant panda. Yeah,
But they're so cute.
I know.
What do you guys think about stealing a ship? Let's think now about having a ship.
Yes,
Yes.
I want to steal.
Oh,
I love chaos.
Can we not buy one? I just talked to the shipwright and she bought one from a junkyard and maybe it's cheap.
How much did she say it was
I
worth?
didn't ask.
Why didn't you ask?
I'm dumb. I don't know.
You're supposed to be our tech
Well,
person.
Listen, I wasn't asking how much it costs.
so I just had a thought on how to get money,
Hmm?
possibly. Nope, not that.
Oh.
I may or may not have been trying to find out more about like my whole like psychic thing,
Mhm.
and someone in navigation also has psychic abilities. So we were talking, and I may have been showing him my telekinetic ability and floated over the captain's log and looked at it.
So should
Their next trip or mission or whatever job is to go to some planet and pick the super expensive flower.
do you know what the flower looks like or what it is? Do you remember what it's called?
I remember it's called the Benlia flower. I'm willing to bet we could probably research it on, our fancy contraptions that are essentially Google.
Right. Kamala, you're part tree. Do you know what that looks like?
Wow.
That is so
You think
racist.
I know what all flowers in the galaxy are?
You're literally a plant, so yes.
Do you think she...
You know what?
I would-
I grew up on the same planet you did.
I'm assuming that you have like an inherent knowledge of plants and flowers because you're like part earth.
Well, I don't even
She
know.
didn't even know what happened when she hit puberty. Why do you think she was going to know a flower that she's never seen before?
Apparently, that's also a weird thing that shouldn't be happening to me.
Wait, what?
This older navigator guy said that my puberty thing was weird.
Wait.
That sounds like something you should report.
Yeah.
Well, she just did.
I think it's time to see HR.
I'll be fine. Anyway,
Okay, so
We need to revisit this.
you have a lot going on, I see.
I don't know the flower.
Okay.
But we can probably research it. What I'm saying is, if we found a way to stick with them, maybe we could also go down and collect some flowers, but keep them for ourselves.
Can we sell it on the black market? What
I
do you
mean, the
think?
whole point of this job is to collect these flowers and then sell them to whoever's taking them. So I'm assuming they're worth a lot.
Who's taking them? Did they say?
No,
I
it
know.
just said that they were collecting those flowers. But I
Yeah.
mean, if once we collect them, we stick around with them, we'll know where they're taking them.
Right. Well, I guess, if we collect them, we have to know like how they're preserved and this and that. Maybe Havelock would know. Havelock, do you know anything about these flowers? Authority, not 20.
No, I've never been sent on a job to collect these flowers.
What are they called?
But Benlia flowers.
The Benlia?
Nah, haven't heard of them.
How about now, Havelock?
Even if you kill me, Mohan, it's not going to change the result. We've had this talk a few times.
Damn it.
So, wait. That sounds like a lot of work. Where were you thinking of stealing a ship from?
Well, I don't know if we need to even steal a ship. I wonder if we can just look this up. See, I was hoping that somebody would have had some knowledge about these flowers because we could then finagle a ship from these guys here. That's their next mission. So if we can just take over the legwork for the mission, I'm sure they'd be happy to let us do the job for them.
Well, Kamala, do you want to maybe use your fancy computer skills and look it up?
Mingle
Yes.
with the earth?
See if there's any information out there on the wide web about these particular flowers,
I
The
can-
wide
their
web.
preservation and their upkeep.
I can do that. Also, I can control a ship if we need to break into it later on.
What do you mean control a ship?
I can subvert a ship and open the doors like I did the tank.
Oh, right. Okay, so we
Sneaky.
can, if we need to, steal an emergency ship. But I would like to finagle a ship with our knowledge.
It would be hard, but let me look up this flower.
I live my life hard.
Give an minister roll.
Ooh, administer.
That's new.
I'm really bad at that. Yeah.
But you can reroll.
That's a
once per
3.
scene.
This is a new scene.
This is a new scene.
Okay.
I hate you. I've always hated you.
I rolled a 2, and then I rolled a 3, and then I also rolled a 3.
It's like near impossible to like truly screw up a search like this simple. So the reality of it is so we already know these flowers are rare because they have a huge price tag on them. But they're actually blacklisted.
Oh.
So you can't find information on them without rolling your program first.
Roll me some program.
Another shot.
I'll try again. I get 3 dice this time because I'm smarty.
Shut
Oh my
Yes.
god. Okay, so that is a 12.
Thank you.
with my
There you
program.
go. That's a success. So you end up finding out, you find like a port that you can get into that lets you search for blacklisted phrases. And you very quickly discover that the reason that the Benlia flower is blacklisted is because it grows on corpses.
Ooh,
Cool.
snack.
Ooh! Oh!
Yeah. More specifically, actually, I guess not corpses, but more like bones. It grows on bones.
All right, let's go on a mass murder spree. Bury all the bones and see what we grow.
All right. I mean, we wouldn't have to bury them. I feel like we just need to.
Oh,
let
yeah,
them
just kind of
be
leave them there and
exposed,
wait, right?
This should be our logo.
yeah. Ooh.
What? Ooh. Now you have to figure out what the fuck this flower looks like.
It's a type of lily,
Yeah.
so you can use that for your discovery.
Nice.
I would have assumed a mushroom if it's growing on bones.
He said flower.
Right, but like
It's not a
mushrooms,
mushroom.
a mushroom can
flower.
have a you can make it space. You can make a mushroom have a flower
yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah, it could be a mushroom flower.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, mushroom flower.
A mushroom is much too close to a dick, and I don't want anything in our logo that
That doesn't
even
look like a dick at
remotely
all.
Look like a dick. Yeah, well,
It literally has almost a flower
That
on
is
top
a flower
of it.
on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
right, that's
for
fine.
people at home, if you haven't seen, because I have posted this on the Twitter at some point, but we have a bunch of sound boxes that Kylie and I ended up putting some tapestries that we bought off Amazon over. And like one of them's like a magical library, the other one's a spaceship, the other one is like some mountains, kind of Tolkien-esque. The other one is space with like some cyber land around it. The other one's a big tree house. And then this last one over here is some fancy space mushrooms that are like as tall as trees and have like almost like a flower-like mushroom structure on the top of them. And they got these little holes that are all porous along it. They're red. So it looks like we found our Benlia flower.
there you go.
Except
All right.
they won't be as tall as trees, hopefully. And there will hopefully be some bones underneath them instead of some ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to get this flower and then give it back to the crew or sell it for ourselves?
We're selling
'Cause
it. For
they
sure.
might be angry for us taking their business.
We
Well, I mean-
take 3, give them 2, keep 1.
No. They're going to look for it, right? It's not like there's only 5 flowers on this planet wherever we're going. Yeah, like we're going to go and we're going to grab some. Like, let's just say we grab 3, right? We'll sell them for sure for our own profit. Like, I'm sure there's tons of different people looking for these flowers too. It's not like we're stopping them either from looking for flowers. So.
Yeah, we'll just kind of go on our own little expedition to find some flowers.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll do it for them, not with them or against them.
And as you guys are talking, I'm assuming that that's good enough for your scene, Luis?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all are talking, Astrid eventually sees the captain, who she saw yesterday and described to you all as an average-height, strong-build Bikaku with an iridescent amber and emerald shell. And he walks by the window of the cargo hold. Next to him is the man who boarded the ship not long after you were freed from the cargo hold, who called himself the Scavenger. He's a middle-aged Ketling with small oval ears, a tan complexion, handsome features, and thick biological armor that covers his scalp and looks to continue down his neck. Soon after they leave the side of the window, the door to the cargo bay opens. And the Bikaku captain speaks. Hello, everyone. My apologies for the delay in our formal introduction. I am Ingenuity Stellar Captain Naruhiko Takahashi of the AGF Sage Condor. This is my superior, Ingenuity Cluster Captain Earl the Scavenger Atare. We have a few questions for you.
Fire away. What'd you say your name was?
You can call me Captain Takahashi.
Have we met this person before?
No.
Name is so familiar.
Astrid described them to you. Also, Takahashi is the name of the brother in Big Hero 6.
Yep.
Ah, okay. That's probably
Captain Takahashi. What do you want to know?
So, first question. Actually, hold on. Captain Takahashi steps in and he goes, all right, good. And he holds out a seat for Scavenger, but he declines and instead hops up onto a crate. Takahashi then takes a seat for himself and adopts a more formal posture. So, like, Scavenger's just kind of, like, hanging out on one of these shipping crates, whereas this guy's, still trying to be, like, captain of the ship. So he looks at you and goes, good, thank you. First question. Do you want to go back to that planet that we just picked you up from and live there?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
Okay, good. Second question, because that was going to be the hardest one. Second question. Now that you all know that we were hired by someone to steal tech that the Principality was hiding, do you want to just go to the people who paid us to steal you?
Who paid you to steal us?
Why did they pay you to
No.
steal us? as
Yeah,
well?
that's a real question.
We got one vote for no. But it was the Estolian technocracy. They hired us to steal tech as part of a counterintelligence coup to find out what the Principality was hiding from them, and from the greater sector.
Can I offer you information about some technology that they're working on in exchange for a ship and a job?
Ooh.
We don't really... Well, that might help, but it's not worth that much to us.
I've got information on those flowers you're looking for.
Mohan.
What?
Excuse me,
He's
Mohan.
the captain. He knows anything.
How did you know that we were looking for flowers?
If you'd like to know how, I would like a ship and the job, and I'll give you the information about some new technology.
You're gonna fucking sell me out, you bitch.
This is going to be a DC 12 talk.
Oh my
I
god.
have lead.
What have you done? I should not have shared
It's
that
not really
information.
leading.
Wait, what was the
Charisma.
tech? What was the
Yeah,
tech
you can
first?
add charisma.
Can we meta for a second? What was the
What
the
tech
tech?
are you talking
Is it
about?
the energy?
The tectonic plates that create energy. That's why they're creating
Right.
earthquakes.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
aid this role because I have the tech background and I can like try to feed a little
But
bit
he
into
just
the conversation?
You just said that you were going to give them more information on the flower instead.
No, I said I have information about the flower. I can get that for you I just need a ship and that job.
Ah, that's
Is what
what
I'm
you were
saying.
going for. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is gonna... Okay, so that's less difficult of a role.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying is like I know about that flower. Give me that
basically
job
saying-
and a ship.
Wait, but where does the new technology come into this?
In exchange for us, I'm giving them information about another type of technology so they fulfill their job.
He was layering a lot of offers here.
Yes,
It also
there's
threw
a lot
me off.
going on.
Okay, so to explain my logic here, you will no longer complete the job without us, right? Because we are your technology. So what I'm saying is I will give you information about some technology that you don't know about on the planet.
Or we assume.
They don't know about it because it was secret. We had to hack into it to get it.
Yep.
So
Forgot about that.
I will give you information about technology that you don't know about to complete your job. I won't even ask you how much you're getting for this because I could also take commission on that. And then I want you
are
to
the
give us a
commodity.
ship in exchange for that, and I will complete the flower job for you. You don't need to know how I know that you need that. So you get your deal done.
Roll a talk. You can
Charisma.
still add charisma.
Bam. 7 plus my charisma. My charisma is a 2, so 8, 9. Or do I want to re-roll? A 9 is a what? Is it a mixed success or a full success?
Mixed.
Mixed.
And if you re-roll, you have to take that
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. 9 is pretty good, though.
I would say go with the 9.
Can anyone aid?
Can we aid
There's
for the...
not-
No.
There's not really a good way to aid this because he's just saying like stuff that you guys already know. Like,
Right. Yeah,
it's whether or not he's convincing enough.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the 9 because I know that this is a sick deal. You finish your job, and you're getting another job that you would have had to expend resources on, and we're
Done
doing
for
it for
you.
you. Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. We already know how and where to get the flower. We normally get that. So that's not too appealing to me.
We'll get it for you, though.
That also not the most appealing. I mean, we may have wanted to have you do that anyways if you were willing to do it, but it's good to know that you seem to be. The information you're about to provide us isn't really worth a ship.
Are you sure?
And he looks at Scavenger and he's like, we can pay you something for the information. It will make what we just talked about a lot easier. So we can do that. I can't foot the bill entirely. We're not the most well-off ship. But how about this? How about we have you take a cut of whatever we collect with that flower?
What percentage?
Depends on how much you want to pick. We have a quota that we have to fill.
How about anything beyond the quota is ours?
We can do that.
How difficult is it to get the flowers?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the quota?
Yeah, what's the quota and how hard is this shit?
We should take a commission.
Like, yeah, I would say a commission, like, let's just say, like, 25% of everything that's collected, and then if we get anything over the quota, we'll get full on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So they need to collect 200 of these flowers.
I suddenly feel like I'm playing the Anime Girls game. Just collecting flowers.
So they need to collect 200 of these flowers. They are very rare flowers, but this will net them $100,000. 100,000 gorp.
Nice.
So if we take 25% of 100,000 gorp, we'll get 25,000 gorp. Is that enough for a ship?
Probably not.
How much?
25,000 gorp?
No.
How much is a ship?
Like the basic.
The most basic ship you guys can get.
Where can we find a used ship dealer?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, you could cut down cost on a ship based on that. Okay, so the smallest craft that can be used for an interstellar drill is a shuttle, and an average shuttle is 200,000.
Oh my
Okay.
lord!
Oh boy.
So we'll take 100,000 for the information and technology.
That's all of our profit. And remember, we have to share this with people. So if
It's not all of your profit. It's the $100,000 for the job that you just got. For the technology job.
Oh,
No, you mean from selling us.
we're not going to be able to collect. We may be able to satiate them a little bit, but we're not going to be able to collect because we needed to get the tech and deliver it.
Right. Do we have the tech?
So this'll probably
We
stop
are
them.
the tech.
Yeah, this will probably stop them from coming after us for not delivering, but I
Gotcha.
don't think we're going to get paid.
Gotcha. Well, we need to get paid because we're straggling.
I guess my other question would be, do you know of a ship who maybe is looking for a cheerful ragtag group of new crew members?
I know of a place where you can find a bunch of that.
Because that might be a way to get enough money to get our own ship.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely going to get money from this. It's not enough to get a ship.
Right, but like we
But-
could do the flower job and then,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I think the most we'll be able to give you between you giving us some information to help satiate the Estolians and also allowing you to over harvest where we're not supposed to. I think the most we can give you is 25K.
30.
That is the most.
What if I roll
Luis,
charisma?
it's
And Scavenger laughs and he goes, or we could shoot you into space.
no. I'll take the 25K. Thanks.
You could. And then what do you get?
Nothing. We just have a
Nothing.
job that failed and we leave. We don't need this
Yep.
hassle.
You want to ruin your own reputation?
I don't have a reputation, kid.
Yeah.
You don't know me well enough yet.
They
I can
are
tell.
pirates.
Trash.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Mohan, let's take them.
What is wrong with you?
You can't insult us. We got to insult them back. I got to show my balls. Show my balls right now.
I willingly call myself the Scavenger. I don't care if you call me trash. I mean, I literally had this crew buy something out of a trash heap and hire someone to fix it up.
Can we do that?
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah, can we do that?
Can we do that? I want to do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, I like you now.
Jesus.
One man's trash, another man's treasure, and I think you are treasurable, Mr. Scavenger.
I want to. Can I?
You remind me of someone, and I'm not entirely sure I like it.
I want to see if I can use my telepathic contact to see if I can get a general read on his
Takahashi or Scavenger?
scavenger.
Okay, sure.
Does it seem like he really doesn't like us, or is it more that he's just like fucking around with us, kind of thing?
How does your telepathic contact work?
I get a single word, image, or emotional read.
Do you have to commit effort?
I don't know.
Requires a telepath to commit effort for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you do have to commit an effort for the rest of the day.
Okay. So I'm down to 3 then.
Okay, so read Scavenger.
I want to know what his like read on this current situation
There's a
is.
brief flash of antagonistic when he goes, I think I remember, you remind me of somebody. But after that, you can, like, that's only like a blip. For the most part, he's just kind of excited.
Okay. All right. So like he's not like gonna launch us into space.
No.
Okay, great.
As
Just
far-
making sure.
As far as you think, he could also be excited by the prospect of launching you into space.
Oh God. All right. Well, fingers crossed it's not that. Okay. I just wanted to know.
All right, so we'll do this job. Get some money, and then you'll connect us with somebody to buy a ship, right?
And we'll give you the info on the weird technology that's there.
Yeah, so what is that?
Wait. Let's establish. Yes, we'll do this job for you. We'll get a cut of 30K.
No.
25.
Oh.
Damn it, Kai.
Sorry.
You're on our team,
it.
Astrid.
Sorry. I play by the rules.
It's not the rules. This is a negotiation. You just make the numbers, and then
Well,
have you ever negotiated it before?
no.
Never, not even
When
in real
would I
life
have done that?
for your salary.
Oh, you're now talking out of character?
Yeah, like in real life, have you ever
Oh.
negotiated?
Also,
for
no.
money?
When would she have ever done that?
Yeah. No.
I very aggressively go like, give me $90,000, and then they'll talk me down until like 70, and then I'll be like, good, because I would have taken 55. Like,
No, because the 2 jobs I've previously had were project positions, and they
have
had a set.
everything that she's works has pay structures.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
It's
it's like it qualifies as this salary grade. This is the starting salary for that grade.
Yeah, I just make shit up 90% of the
Psycho.
time.
Anyway.
Okay, so all right, so then 25K, sure, plus 10% if you do a good job. The flowers come in nice quality and everything. 10% extra.
The total we can give you is 25K. I'm not a haggling man. I take what I can get, and what I can give is 25K, no more.
Okay, we'll take 25K. Boom.
And he holds out his hand.
Shake.
What about equipment and anything else?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously going to give that to us.
These guys were gonna do that job anyways.
Yeah, we're just.
No, I
we're
mean
just,
like for our ship.
You gotta buy that.
right. So like,
Well-
they're gonna put a ship. They're gonna put us on a ship that they were already gonna use, and we're just
It's
doing
this
the
ship.
labor.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but instead of anything over 25K, we could ask for supplies or whatever.
Yeah, but if we don't have any, like a ship to put them on, what good is carrying around a bunch of
Yeah, we're just gonna be
equipment?
carrying
Well, he
around
can give
shit.
us an IOU.
to be
I
paid
don't
at a
know.
later date once we have acquired a ship
No, I think it definitely.
and to have to track
Money-
you
money
across
talks,
the
for sure.
universe.
Fine.
Money talks.
Just an idea.
No. Yeah. Makes sense.
So he holds out his hand. You see he's got some long claw nails.
Oh dear.
Nice nails. Shake. Firm.
All right. That pretty much settles it. So, now that you shook on that, how do you feel about living on the run from, 4 to 7 of the major powers of the sector?
What?
You know what?
Does that bother anyone? I feel like I just got to be upfront about that. That probably you're going to be on the run from at least 4 of the 7 major powers in the sector.
Why?
Why?
Well, you just chosen to burn 2 of those bridges with the governments. They're 2 that really, truly do not like us. And we're kind of your only option at this point. The shot into space thing or come along. So 4 out of 7, minimum. You think you can deal with that?
Yeah, we're pirates.
Sounds like
What?
we don't have a choice.
We're pirates.
Yeah.
We have already forsaken our home, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's
planet.
one of the 2 that you guys burned.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's not where we came from either. So who the fuck knows where we came from?
Right, but we're definitely burned that bridge after escaping out of their quasi-world dome, and then
Astolia,
Right.
they kind of know that what we found was maybe not tech, but we'll try and cover it up. But I have a feeling they're not going to believe us pirates.
right.
I feel like trafficking in living beings is illegal.
Well, they paid money. I don't think they try to traffic in people. We didn't know that this was going to be people. But I think they're going to want to get what they tried to pay for.
We could just give them 4 other people and say that's
We
what you
could.
found.
We could.
Now,
All right, who wants
now,
to be
young
the
lady.
experimental sacrifice?
Now, young lady, we don't deal with people.
What if we deal with people?
We don't.
What if
No.
No.
when we're scavenging for flowers, we just find 4 randos, bonk them on the head, boom.
Think
So
that's
you
going to
want to
result
deal
in you
in
being
human
shot into
trafficking?
space.
You really want to get into human trafficking?
What if they're bad people?
Let's
No.
not.
What if we
No.
go to the
No.
underbelly of the
No.
world?
No.
I like the way this kid thinks.
I don't.
But we don't deal with people.
Okay, so just for our own establishing crew, we are not dealing with people?
No.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to
says.
I just wanted it because I could. But
Just
all
drawing
right.
some lines.
Yeah. Okay. That aside.
All right, Takahashi. It looks like they got it handled. You'll be able to control them. So, you all will be staying here since this is the ship that's going to get the flowers.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go back on my ship, and we'll see each other back on the flotilla at some point. You
Okay.
got it?
Yeah.
Bye.
And he just gives you a wave and does like finger guns at Takahashi, and the scavenger leaves. And then Takahashi sits back upright and goes, "Last question. Do you all have any lingering questions for me before we go?"
What's your favorite color?
Blue. No yellow. Ah!
You have no idea why they wanted the new tech. And you had no idea that we were being hidden. Huh. There's a question in there somewhere.
I was just about to say, where is the question?
I'm thinking out loud.
Obviously you're saying that it's going to be about 200,000 gorp to get a ship, right?
Yeah,
But-
to get a decent shuttle, that's going to be the cost.
Do you need your own shuttle when you join a crew?
If you join an existing crew, then no.
If we complete this job, wouldn't we have pretty good
I asked
clout?
that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and earlier we clarified that there are probably plenty of crews back at the flotilla, but we're not looking.
Right. So we can probably
Yeah.
complete this, and we might not
When
even
are you
need to buy a
guys
ship.
going
yeah.
back to the flotilla?
We're planning on heading back there after this last job.
Perfect.
Cool.
We can find a group of new friends there. We might have addressed this already, but you are not the same group that our friend Havelock comes from, right?
No.
Was this like a job that like multiple crews were offered?
I wouldn't say they necessarily offered us the job. We more or less saw an opportunity and took it.
So that's why there's more than one crew.
We may have sent them communication that something else was happening that they needed attention for so that we could swoop in and take this job.
Oh. So they just abandoned Havelock and the other what, two there?
Yeah.
They fell for that?
Well, they've been, because of how well run that group is, they were switching out watches frequently. So we just got in front of one of them about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And we just told them that actually they're supposed to be monitoring Jakulsa, not Fornhagi. So they kind of just hopped 2 planets over, and they're probably still waiting there for him.
Oh no. How do we return Havelock to his people? Can we do that?
I mean, we're going to return him to the flotilla.
Okay, great.
He can reunite on his own terms.
Poor Havelock.
Yeah, poor me.
I've got a question. If you could go back all the way far back, because you look old, what
Oh.
do you...
Whoa. He's young.
Okay. Older than us.
Whoa.
Would you have still chosen to become a pirate, or would you choose to be legitimate? Kind of like, do you regret being a pirate?
There was a woman once, and she maybe would have stayed with me if I didn't take this line of work.
Oh.
The drama.
But I wasn't able to keep her.
You wasn't able to keep her?
I wish it were it's a very sore subject. And someday, I hope
Oh no!
that she'll still see that I'm worth it.
I'm sure she will.
I hug him.
Astrid's just like crying.
He's just like 1,000 yards staring after
No.
after this hug. He's just
Oh no, it's like Balnor all over again.
They're there.
I'm like hugging him and crying on his shoulder. Guys, I think we shouldn't have left until we figured out what happened to Nana.
Nana gone.
I feel like, yeah.
She's dead for sure.
I also hope Frank's okay.
Him
He's
and all his
fine.
broken ribs, he's not okay.
He's fine. He was a sturdy old man.
Yeah, Frank's fine, but Nana's for sure dead.
You just all say he's a sturdy old man, and then there's like a little tiny PTSD niggle in the back of your head that's just like, good morning, Astrid. Good morning, Nadia. Good morning, Mohan. Good morning, Kamala. Good morning, John. I love you all. You're all the best kids.
A
in this room.
little tiny blip.
Yep.
and just crack.
He just notices all of you just kind of go sullen for a second, and he's like, okay, that's a lot. Now that we've got you, we do want to get back to the flotilla. We have been gone for a few years.
Let's go.
All right, let's jump on this flower wagon. I don't know. Ay.
Okay, I mean, I guess we are going to be a flower wagon, so...
Yeah, we're a flower cart.
We all
Yes.
jump into the air and we all freeze frame. Yeah.
Laura wants to sleep so badly.
Friends.
So here we go. And that's where we're going to end the session. You guys heading off to go collect some flowers.
Nothing
Astrid
could
is
go
going to make
wrong.
her- Astrid is going to make herself a flower crown of these flowers once we get here, so just be prepared.
I don't know if that's the
$100,000
right thing to
crown.
do, right? Because if these flowers are very expensive and they're clearly illegal,
I want a flower crown.
They're
They-
also
they
mushrooms and they grow on
could
bones.
they could also be a narcotic
The
of
whole
some
mushroom
sort.
growing on bones thing made me not want to do it anymore.
I'm assuming that it's heroin.
Oh, dear.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen like poppy plant. It's a very beautiful plant.
Yeah.
But it's heroin.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not interested.
It could be what they use to make troika.
Oh,
What's troika?
Oh, I realize that you don't know what that is.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, wait.
It's the space drug. It's the galactic space drug of choice.
It's the space drug that Luis decided had to be included in this game.
Yes.
And you guys are still in the territory owned by the Principality of Vatir.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't remember. Did you guys make this up when?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
that last game that we did.
Yeah.
You guys weren't here yet.
All right, so we're now in the drug manufacturing trade. Great.
Not
Better than
people,
human
but drugs.
trafficking.
Yikes.
I'm cool with drug trafficking.
All right, thank you everybody for listening. You can find our show on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I think Twitter and Facebook are both Failed Crits. Instagram is Halfwits Failed Crits. You can find our website at www.halfwitsfailedcrits.com. And you can help us produce the show by supporting us financially at ko-fi.com/halfwitsfailedcrits. And we are going to be posting bonus content there. Like we just made we played a game called Microscope. I forget who it's by. I'll definitely say it I definitely said it in the beginning of the game, that when we actually recorded, but it's basically making the history of the Alarazak Galactic Flotilla, which is the pirates that all these crews belong to. That was kind of fun. So that'll be some bonus content that is up there. We'll also add like the history just as like kind of like a blog post or something to the Ko-Fi as well. And then also faction turns go up there yet.
You say it was kind of fun, but it is a female-dominated flotilla, so it is
Not fun at all.
Fuck you. I
Yeah.
did kill off one of the only men included in it.
Yes. So the like part of what we did was create the spiral captains for the whole flotilla, and there are 2 male spiral captains, 1 non-binary spiral captain.
Yep.
And that
Then
leaves 4 female spiral captains.
Dope.
Oh, our opening theme is by Wowbit. You can find a link to their SoundCloud down in our show notes.
And you can follow us on Fan Centro now.
Oh,
Fan Centro, as
Only
he's
fans.
yeah, as you're wearing
Oh.
an OnlyFans shirt that just has fans on it.
No, I was betrayed.